The Cunning Fox and the Honest Rabbit. In a lush green forest in India, there was a village filled with all sorts of animals living in harmony. Among them were two animals who were quite different from each other, Raju the rabbit and Chiku the fox. Raju was known for his honesty and kindness. He was always helping other animals and believed in doing the right thing. His big, round eyes and fluffy white fur made him look as gentle as he truly was. Chiku, on the other hand, was clever but cunning. With his sleek, orange fur and sharp eyes, he was always looking for ways to trick others for his own gain. He was smart, but he often used his intelligence in ways that weren't so nice. One sunny morning, Raju found something very interesting. While hopping through the forest, he stumbled upon a hidden patch of delicious carrots. The patch was hidden behind a large bush, and it seemed like nobody else knew about it. Oh my, what a wonderful discovery! Raju thought to himself. I must share this with my friends so everyone can enjoy these carrots. Excitedly, he decided to gather some of the carrots and tell his friends. As he was about to leave, Chiku the fox appeared. Hello, Raju, Chiku said with a sly grin. What have you got there? Raju, being the honest rabbit he was, told Chiku about the carrot patch. I found these wonderful carrots, Chiku. I'm going to share them with everyone in the village. Chiku's eyes gleamed with greed as he thought of a plan. That's very kind of you, Raju, he said. But maybe we should keep this a secret between us. We could enjoy the carrots ourselves without having to share with everyone. Raju was taken aback. But Chiku, that's not fair. Everyone should get a chance to enjoy these delicious carrots. Chiku's cunning mind started working on a new plan. Of course, Raju. You're right. Let's go tell the others right now. As they walked back to the village, Chiku devised a sneaky plan to keep the carrots for himself. He knew he had to get rid of Raju somehow. Raju, why don't you go ahead and gather everyone? I'll stay here and guard the carrots, Chiku suggested. Raju trusted Chiku and thought it was a good idea. All right, Chiku. I'll be back with everyone soon. With that, Raju hopped off to gather their friends. As soon as he was out of sight, Chiku quickly filled a bag with as many carrots as he could carry and hid them in his den. When Raju returned with the other animals, they found the carrot patch almost empty. Where are all the carrots? Raju asked, puzzled. Chiku pretended to look surprised. I don't know, Raju. I was just guarding the patch like we planned. Maybe someone else found them. The other animals were disappointed, and Raju felt terrible. He couldn't understand how the carrots had disappeared so quickly. Days passed, and Raju couldn't shake off his suspicion about Chiku. He noticed that Chiku always seemed to have plenty of food, even though the rest of the animals were struggling. One evening, as Raju was thinking about what had happened, he decided to follow Chiku secretly. Maybe he could find out the truth. He waited until nightfall and then quietly followed Chiku to his den. Peeking through the bushes, Raju saw Chiku eating the stolen carrots. So, it was you all along, Raju whispered to himself. I need to find a way to stop Chiku from stealing and teach him a lesson. Raju knew that confronting Chiku directly wouldn't be wise. He needed a plan that would show everyone Chiku's true nature without causing a big conflict. The next day, Raju gathered his friends. I have an idea to find out who has been taking the carrots, he said. Let's set a trap near the patch and see who falls for it. The animals agreed, and together they set up a simple trap using a net and some carrots as bait. They hid nearby, waiting to see who would come. As night fell, Chiku sneaked out of his den, thinking he would grab more carrots without anyone noticing. As he reached for the bait, the net fell, trapping him. Help! Let me out! Chiku cried. Raju and the other animals emerged from their hiding places. So, it was you all along, Chiku, Raju said sadly. You took the carrots and lied to us. Chiku looked ashamed. I'm sorry, Raju. I was just thinking about myself and not about everyone else. Please forgive me. Raju and the other animals freed Chiku from the trap. Chiku, we all make mistakes, Raju said kindly. But it's important to be honest and think about others. We can forgive you, but you need to make things right. Chiku nodded, realizing the truth in Raju's words. I'll return all the carrots I took and share them with everyone, he promised. True to his word, Chiku returned the stolen carrots and shared them with the village. The animals were happy and forgave him, and Chiku felt a weight lift off his shoulders. From that day on, Chiku changed his ways. He learned to use his cleverness for good and became a trustworthy member of the community. With Chiku's transformation, the village became a happier place. The animals worked together, sharing and helping each other. The forest flourished, and so did their friendships. Raju continued to be a symbol of honesty and kindness, while Chiku became a reminder that everyone has the potential to change for the better. The story of Raju and Chiku spread throughout the forest, teaching others the value of honesty, sharing, and the power of forgiveness. And so, the village thrived, filled with peace, harmony, and the lessons learned from the adventures of the cunning fox and the honest rabbit. As time passed, the village of animals enjoyed peace and prosperity. However, a new threat was looming. A pack of wolves had moved into the forest, and they were causing trouble for the smaller animals. The wolves were fierce and aggressive, and they began to hunt the animals of the village, spreading fear and chaos. Raju and Chiku knew they had to do something to protect their friends and restore peace to the forest. They called a meeting of all the animals to discuss the situation and come up with a plan. We need to find a way to drive the wolves away, said Raju, his voice filled with determination. We cannot let them harm our village. But how can we fight against such powerful and dangerous creatures? Asked a frightened squirrel. Chiku, who had become wiser and more considerate, spoke up. We may not be able to fight them with strength, but we can outsmart them. We need to come up with a clever plan to scare them away. After much discussion, Raju and Chiku came up with a plan. They decided to create a fake, great beast that would scare the wolves away. They would use materials from the forest to build a giant, fearsome creature that would look real enough to terrify the wolves. The animals worked together, gathering sticks, leaves, vines, and mud. They constructed a large, menacing figure with sharp teeth and glowing eyes. It took several days, but finally, the great beast was ready. The next step was to make the great beast appear alive. Chiku suggested using torches to create the illusion of the beasts as glowing in the dark. Raju agreed, and they carefully placed the torches inside the beast's head, making it look even more frightening. As night fell, the animals hid in the bushes, watching and waiting. Chiku and Raju stood ready to set their plan in motion. The wolves approached the village, their eyes gleaming with hunger. Just as the wolves were about to attack, Raju and Chiku lit the torches inside the great beast's head. The glowing eyes and fearsome appearance startled the wolves, who had never seen anything like it before. The wolves howled in fear, their confidence shattered. They backed away, unsure of what to do. Roar! Chiku shouted from behind the great beast, using his clever tricks to create a deep, menacing sound. The wolves, convinced that the great beast was real, turned and fled into the forest, their tails between their legs. The animals cheered as they watched the wolves disappear into the darkness. With the wolves gone, the village of animals breathed a sigh of relief. They celebrated their victory, grateful for the clever plan that had saved them from danger. Raju and Chiku were hailed as heroes, their bravery and intelligence admired by all. The animals dismantled the great beast, returning the materials to the forest. They knew that they had to remain vigilant, but for now, they could enjoy the peace and safety they had worked so hard to achieve. Raju and Chiku's bond grew even stronger after their adventure. They spent more time together, learning from each other and sharing their experiences. Chiku's cunning and Raju's honesty complemented each other, making them an unbeatable team. One day, as they were walking through the forest, they came across a young deer trapped in a hunter's snare. The deer was frightened and struggling to free itself. "Don't worry, we'll help you," Raju said gently. Chiku examined the snare, his clever mind already working on a solution. "We need to be careful not to hurt the deer," he said. "Let's use these sticks to carefully loosen the trap." Working together, Raju and Chiku managed to free the deer without causing it any harm. The grateful deer thanked them and promised to spread the word about their kindness. As the deer ran off, Raju and Chiku noticed more traps scattered throughout the forest. They realized that a hunter had set these traps to capture the animals of the village. "We need to warn everyone about the traps and find a way to stop the hunter," Raju said. Chiku nodded. "We should also set some traps of our own to catch the hunter and teach him a lesson." The two friends quickly gathered their fellow animals and warned them about the danger. They then set to work, devising a plan to capture the hunter. Using their knowledge of the forest, they created a series of clever traps designed to catch the hunter without causing him harm. They used vines, branches, and other natural materials to create snares and pitfalls. The next morning, the hunter returned to check his traps. To his surprise, he found them all empty. Frustrated, he continued deeper into the forest, unaware of the traps that Raju and Chiku had set for him. As the hunter walked, he triggered one of the snares, which wrapped around his ankle and lifted him into the air. He dangled helplessly, his rifle falling to the ground. Raju and Chiku emerged from the bushes, followed by the other animals. "You have been caught in your own game," Chiku said, his voice stern but fair. The hunter looked around, realizing he had been outsmarted by the very animals he had been hunting. "Please, let me down," he pleaded. "I didn't mean to cause harm." Raju stepped forward. "We will let you down, but you must promise to leave our forest and never set traps here again." The hunter, humbled by his capture, agreed. "I promise. I'll leave your forest and never return." The animals freed the hunter, who kept his word and left the forest, never to return. The village was safe once again, thanks to the bravery and cleverness of Raju and Chiku. With the hunter gone, the village of animals flourished. The forest was safe, and the animals lived in harmony. Raju and Chiku continued to lead by example, teaching others the importance of honesty, kindness, and cleverness used for good. Raju's reputation for honesty and Chiku's newfound wisdom made them respected leaders in the village. They organized regular gatherings where the animals could share their ideas and work together to solve any problems that arose. One day, a mysterious stranger arrived in the village. It was an old tortoise named Tanu, who had traveled far and wide and had many stories to tell. The animals were curious about the tortoise and gathered around to hear his tales. Tanu told them about distant lands, strange creatures, and incredible adventures. But he also spoke of dangers and challenges that lay beyond the forest. There are many wonderful things in the world, but there are also many dangers, Tanu said. It is important to be prepared and to always stay true to your values. Raju and Chiku listened intently, knowing that there was much to learn from Tanu's wisdom. Inspired by Tanu's stories, Raju and Chiku decided to form a forest council, a group of animals who would work together to protect the village and ensure its prosperity. The council would include representatives from all the different animal species, so everyone would have a voice. The first meeting of the Forest Council was held under the great banyan tree, the oldest and wisest tree in the forest. Animals from all over the village came to participate and share their ideas. We need to work together to keep our village safe and prosperous, Raju said, addressing the council. By listening to each other and using our unique strengths, we can overcome any challenge. Chiku added, and we must always remember to use our cleverness and intelligence for good, just as we did when we outsmarted the wolves and the hunter. The council agreed, and they began to discuss ways to improve their village and protect it from future threats. One hot summer day, disaster struck. A fire broke out in the forest, spreading quickly and threatening to destroy everything in its path. The animals panicked, unsure of what to do. Raju and Chiku sprang into action, rallying the forest council to come up with a plan. We need to work together to put out the fire and save our home, Raju said urgently. Chiku, using his clever mind, suggested creating a firebreak, a gap in the vegetation that would stop the fire from spreading. We can use water from the river to douse the flames and keep the fire from reaching the village, he said. The animals worked tirelessly, digging a firebreak and carrying water from the river to extinguish the flames. It was a difficult and dangerous task, but they worked together, their determination unwavering. After hours of hard work, the fire was finally brought under control. The forest was saved, but the animals were exhausted. They gathered under the great banyan tree to rest and assess the damage. Tanu the tortoise spoke up, his voice filled with wisdom. This fire has shown us the importance of working together and being prepared for any challenge. We must continue to support each other and protect our home. Raju and Chiku nodded in agreement. We have faced many challenges, and we have always come through by relying on each other, Raju said. We will rebuild and make our village even stronger. The animals cheered, their spirits lifted by Raju's words. They knew that they could overcome any obstacle as long as they remained united. The animals worked together to rebuild their village, planting new trees and repairing the damage caused by the fire. The forest slowly began to heal, and the village thrived once more. Raju and Chiku continued to lead the forest council, guiding the animals with their wisdom and courage. They ensured that everyone had a voice and that their village remained a place of harmony and prosperity. As the seasons passed, the village grew stronger and more resilient. The animals learned to cherish their home and to always stay true to the values of honesty, kindness, and cleverness used for good. Years later, Raju and Chiku were still remembered as the heroes who had saved the village from danger and brought prosperity to the forest. Their story was passed down from generation to generation, inspiring new leaders to follow in their footsteps. The Forest Council continued to meet under the great banyan tree, guided by the principles of cooperation and mutual respect that Raju and Chiku had established. The village remained a place of peace and harmony, a testament to the power of unity and the importance of doing what is right. The tale of the cunning fox and the honest rabbit became a beloved legend in the forest. Parents told their children about Raju and Chiku, teaching them the values of honesty, kindness, and using intelligence for good. The great banyan tree stood tall and proud, a symbol of the village's resilience and strength. And as the sun set over the peaceful forest, the animals knew that they were part of a story that would live on forever. And so, the legend of Raju the rabbit and Chiku the fox continued to inspire future generations, reminding them that with courage, honesty, and unity, they could overcome any challenge and create a better world for all. One day, the animals noticed something strange. Some of their food supplies were missing. At first, they thought it might have been a simple mistake, but as days went by, more and more food disappeared. Raju and Chiku were puzzled. "We need to find out who is taking the food," Raju said. "It's important that everyone in the village has enough to eat." Chiku agreed. "Let's investigate. We need to catch the culprit and make sure they understand how their actions are affecting everyone." Raju and Chiku decided to start their investigation by looking for clues. They visited the places where the food had been stored and looked for any signs that might help them figure out what was happening. As they searched, they found small footprints leading away from one of the storage areas. "These footprints are too small to belong to any of the larger animals," Chiku observed. "Let's follow them and see where they led." Raju and Chiku followed the footprints through the forest, winding their way between trees and bushes. Eventually, they came to a small, hidden cave. Inside the cave, they found a small raccoon named Reena, who was hoarding the stolen food. Reena looked frightened and ashamed when she saw Raju and Chiku. "Please don't be angry," Reena pleaded. "I was so hungry, and I didn't know how else to get food. I didn't mean to cause any trouble." Raju's heart softened at the sight of the scared raccoon. "We're not angry, Reena," he said gently. "But you should have asked for help instead of taking the food. Our village works together to make sure everyone has enough to eat." Chiku added, "Stealing isn't the answer. If you're hungry, we can help you. But you need to promise to be honest with us from now on." Reena nodded, tears in her eyes. "I promise. I'm sorry for what I did. I'll do whatever I can to make it right." Raju and Chiku took Reena back to the village and explained what had happened to the other animals. The animals forgave Reena and welcomed her into the community, promising to help her find food and a safe place to live. Reena was grateful for their kindness and quickly became friends with Raju, Chiku, and the other animals. She worked hard to repay their generosity, helping with chores and sharing her knowledge of the forest. As time passed, Reena became a valued member of the village, and the animals were glad to have her as a friend. One day, dark clouds gathered over the forest, and a powerful storm began to brew. The wind howled through the trees, and rain began to pour down in torrents. The animals huddled together in their homes, worried about the damage the storm might cause. Raju and Chiku knew they had to act quickly to protect the village. They called an emergency meeting of the Forest Council to come up with a plan. "We need to secure our homes and make sure everyone is safe," Raju said. "We should also gather as much food and water as we can in case the storm lasts for a long time." Chiku suggested that they reinforce their shelters with extra branches and leaves to protect against the wind and rain. The animals agreed and set to work, helping each other to prepare for the storm. As the storm raged on, the animals worked tirelessly to secure their homes and gather supplies. Raju, Chiku, and Reena led the efforts, making sure that everyone was safe and had enough to eat and drink. Finally, the storm began to subside, and the animals emerged from their shelters to assess the damage. There were fallen trees and branches everywhere, but thanks to their preparations, everyone was safe. The storm lasted for several days, but the animals remained strong and united. They took turns keeping watch and supporting each other, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Finally, the storm began to subside, and the animals emerged from their shelters to assess the damage. There were fallen trees and branches everywhere, but thanks to their preparations, everyone was safe. With the storm behind them, the animals set to work rebuilding their village. They cleared away the fallen debris and repaired their homes, working together to restore the forest to its former beauty. Raju, Chiku, and Reena played a crucial role in the rebuilding efforts, their leadership and teamwork inspiring the other animals to work hard and stay positive. The animals learned valuable lessons from the storm, understanding the importance of preparation, cooperation, and resilience. They knew that by working together, they could overcome any challenge. To celebrate their recovery and the strength of their community, the animals decided to hold a festival of gratitude. They decorated the village with colorful flowers and leaves, and everyone brought food to share in a grand feast. There were songs, dances, and stories, as the animals expressed their thanks for each other and the safety of their home. Raju and Chiku were honored for their bravery and leadership, and Reena was recognized for her hard work and dedication to the village. The festival was a joyous occasion, filled with laughter and happiness. The animals knew that they were lucky to have such a strong and caring community. As the village continued to thrive, Raju and Chiku began to feel a sense of restlessness. They had faced many challenges and learned so much, but they knew there was still more to explore and discover in the world. One day, they decided to set off on a new adventure, to see what lay beyond the forest and to learn from the experiences they would encounter. They said their goodbyes to their friends, promising to return with stories and knowledge to share. Reena decided to stay behind and continue helping the village, ensuring that their home remained safe and prosperous. Raju and Chiku set off on their journey, their hearts filled with excitement and anticipation. They traveled through dense forests, across wide rivers, and over tall mountains, meeting new animals and discovering new places along the way. Everywhere they went, they shared the lessons they had learned from their village, the importance of honesty, kindness, and working together. They made new friends and learned new skills, always remembering the values that had guided them. One day, Raju and Chiku arrived in a land of golden fields, where the animals lived in peace and harmony. The fields were filled with tall, golden crops that swayed gently in the breeze. The animals welcomed Raju and Chiku with open arms, inviting them to stay and learn about their way of life. Raju and Chiku were impressed by the wisdom and generosity of the animals in the golden fields. They spent many days learning from their new friends, helping with the harvest and sharing their own knowledge in return. They discovered new ways to work the land and to live in harmony with nature. After many adventures, Raju and Chiku decided it was time to return to their village. They had learned so much and made so many new friends, but they missed their home and their friends in the forest. They said their goodbyes to the animals of the golden fields, promising to return one day. With their hearts full of memories and experiences, they set off on the journey back to their village. When Raju and Chiku finally returned to their village, they were greeted with joy and celebration. Their friends had missed them and were eager to hear about their adventures. They spent many days learning from their new friends, helping with the harvest and sharing their own knowledge in return. They discovered new ways to work the land and to live in harmony with nature. After many adventures, Raju and Chiku decided it was time to return to their village. They had learned so much and made so many new friends, but they missed their home and their friends in the forest. They said their goodbyes to the animals of the golden fields, promising to return one day. With their hearts full of memories and experiences, they set off on the journey back to their village. When Raju and Chiku finally returned to their village, they were greeted with joy and celebration. Their friends had missed them and were eager to hear about their adventures. The village continued to thrive, benefiting from the wisdom and experiences that Raju and Chiku had brought back. The animals worked together more effectively than ever, their bond of friendship and cooperation stronger than ever. As the years passed, Raju and Chiku's story became a cherished legend in the forest. Their adventures and the lessons they had learned were passed down from generation to generation, inspiring new leaders to follow in their footsteps. The village remained a place of peace, harmony, and prosperity, a testament to the power of honesty, kindness, and working together. Raju, Chiku, and Reena continued to lead by example, their friendship a shining example for all to see. The tale of the cunning fox and the honest rabbit, along with their friend the raccoon, became a beloved story told to young animals throughout the forest. Parents would tell their children about Raju, Chiku, and Reena, teaching them the values of honesty, kindness, and the importance of using cleverness for good.